What's the problem you and your ancestors from 4,000 years ago share? Mom still makes me get home by sundown so the predators don't get me. I think it's great that you're playing Dying Light together. Families that co-op together stay together. Mosquitoes. Ugh, I hate mozzies. They love me so much too. It's the worst to have them in your room at night, screaming as they fly around your head. I only hate leeches more. In Mississippi they have a giant leeches that are known to crawl into people's toilets in the summer. This is probably my biggest fear ever. Imagine taking a shit just to find a giant fucking leech stuck to your ass. Menstruation. That's weird. I don't have that issue. Me neither if I stop taking my birth control. Coincidentally, you can also not have that problem if you don't stop taking your birth control. Side effects of that are much worse. Life is the ultimate bad side effect. Scottish weather is shite now. It was shite back then too. Scottish hills are still annoying to climb. The sea is still too cold. Midges are still irritating AF. Midges are still irritating AF. For a moment I thought you said midgets. Nah, for people who've never experienced a West Coast spring, a midge is like a tiny mosquito. I was trying to imagine how irritating a Scottish dwarf could be. Think of a leprechaun but without any gold, and they bang your goats. Color blindness making it difficult to tell if meat is thoroughly cooked. Hard to spot sunburns. Skin discoloration. Vegetable ripeness, etc. Probably made things harder for my ancestor than me, but still, just had to pass it on. Didn't you, grandpa? Some anthropologists say it tended to survive in populations because it made camouflage less effective, allowing you to hunt more easily. I don't understand this. Being colorblind makes you less discerning, not more. We look the same. Edit. Ugly. Can't believe you edited your comment just to call me ugly. Don't call me ugly ever again. You look the same. Ugly. Us uggas prefer unconventional looking. That itchy spot you just can't reach. Try fire. Failing that. Leeches. Leeches make it itch more. Have you tried? No Wi-Fi when in the back country. Ditto. Aussie checking in. Though I kinda like not having internet. Wait a second. Lol. I mean when I'm in the back country / remote areas, which is essentially 95% of the country. Going bald. Fuck you genetics. I'm 17. Going grey early is a skip gene in my family. Just like straight hair. I got both. Started graying in high school, but it got me into bars without having to be carded, so I guess I had that going for me. Grey hair is cool though. That moment of blinding, nausea-inducing pain when you stub your toe. Can't remember stubbing my toe on something that wasn't a coffee table though. Edit. Or anything else that wasn't invented in the last 1000 years. I stubbed mine on a rock one time, actually broke my toe on said rock, which is the only reason I thought of this. But you're right. Coffee tables and the legs on platform. Beds are much more dastardly and are definitely the arch nemesis of my toes. Eating whole equals breathing whole. Cocaine is not food. Having to go all the way to the Carpathian Mountains to get gold to make a proper sun disk. Life pro tip. Lesser gods aren't as picky about the source of the gold, and some will even accept silver or wood. Please ask your god beforehand. Not responsible for frog plagues, festering boils, famine, or death. Damn it, now the bathtub is full of blood and my firstborn son just died. Thanks a lot. Well then, with your next son, drain him somewhere else. Annoying cowlick. No matter what, it never says down. When I notice how carefully arranged Julius Caesar's hair is, and when I watch him adjusting the parting with one finger, I cannot imagine that this man could conceive of such a wicked thing as to destroy the Roman Constitution. Cicero. This man is too hot to destroy the Republic. I thought the implication was that he was too vain and spent too much time fixing his hair to destroy the Republic. This man is too much of a twink to destroy the Republic. Not being able to speak any comprehensible language, and just mumbling about things that nobody else can understand. Are you in IT? I feel attacked. Was it a good joke? I had a nice cackle. Finding a girlfriend. You're here. So that means finding a girlfriend wasn't a problem for your ancestors. My ancestors probably raped someone at some point. I feel like that was just the caveman way of life. Rappins and clubbins. Caveman days were long gone 4,000 years ago. Many great civilizations were already well in place by then. Food keeps going bad. We have freezers, vacuum sealers, refrigerators, and better preservatives, but I still wind up throwing out a lot of produce. Even in the fridge it stays good good for a week tops, but at least I have the option of throwing away the moldy food and getting more. It's not a game of food poisoning or starvation, which is more likely. You might try buying produce more frequently, in smaller amounts. That way you're not counting on it having to last for weeks. Just pick up what you know you'll use for the next few days. Hypermobility, it's a genetic disorder. So, that's all I got. Edit. For everyone who says this sounds like an advantage/superpower, I'm going to paste my reply to the first person who said that. Spoken like someone who doesn't have to pop their shoulders and hips back into their joints every morning if they fall asleep on their side, and who isn't going to need multiple elbow surgeries before they're 30. At least I never need a back scratcher though, I suppose. Seriously, look up hypermobility and connective tissue disorders. They are not a fun time, and severe ones can be quite dangerous. That could have just shown up with your parents though. I will say the instant stiffness gets hella annoying sometimes, but the popping and contortion make fun party tricks to induce vomiting in some. No knowledge of basic geography. No, I mean, for real, none at all. Where TF am I? Reddit comment section. It's somewhere next to Denmark I believe. I can confirm this. I live in Denmark and I can see Reddit from my house. Keeping track of all 3600 deities in the Inanna pantheon. Which one is your favorite? Slowpoke. This answer did make me think a little about how odd it is that I know, to varying degrees, all of the 900 Pokemon. I wouldn't be able to list them all, but I'd recognize them and various attributes. The bloody Hittites. I'm not racist, but the Hittites can go suck a fat one. They're a bunch of Gazarians and Zool fuckers. Are you the gatekeeper? Yes. Are you the keymaster? Pregnancy, discomfort and painful childbirth. I was looking for this comment. No matter how advanced modern medicine gets, there is no way to politely ask the unborn child inside you to stop kicking you in the goddamn cervix. My sister just had a baby today. 4 days in hospital trying to induce. They eventually just gave her a C-section. You'd really think we'd have this stuff sorted by now. The probability of dying from something treatable. Right now I have a lump in my tit that I just have no money to check. Going into debt is better than dying in my opinion. Waiting for the sequel to Gilgamesh. It's gonna be huge. I hate when authors promise a sequel but haven't released anything in 4100 years. Just finish the series already. Fire hot. Fearing getting measles. Bad teeth. I didn't really care about my oral health for many years because I'm an idiot. So now that I'm older I have a lot of cavities and a couple of broken molars I need to get taken care of. If you're European, go to Budapest or Poland. Seriously, I'm Eastern European and when I hear people saying that they spend thousands of dollars on root canals, I get really confused. I got mine for €50. Jesus, that's Latin America cheap. There's nothing worth watching on television, but life back then weren't boring. They had all these cool camera guys walking around making these historical BBC shows. Back pain and depression probably. This post-sex P-split. How TF did we not solve this yet? I'll tell you the solution, but you're going to have a seat first. Periods and men's inability to understand them. You're joking, right? Periods always go at the end of a sentence. See, men's inability to understand them. You've surrounded yourself with a bunch of dumbasses then. Well, understand the anatomy and biology behind it with the uterus and shit. I got it. Send me to go get tampons. Yep, you're getting the entire store's collection. Probably losing hair at a young age. I'm turning 22 soon and I'm planning on getting a buzz cut or just completely shaving it this summer. My uncles on my mother's side don't have hair. It's probably because of high amount of testosterone. I bet you can grow a mighty beard. The ultimate dilemma. Having great hair and no beard or having a good beard and no hair. This is a gold sponge gar. It only appears once every 1 million sponge gar appearances. Like the video within 5 seconds for good luck. PG. On top, food chain won't stop. New game. Hot box that blue haze. 1 lock, 2 chains. No bras, 2 bays. Mic drop. New stage. Lights in my rear view. 5 cops. Food race. Faster than a Tesla. They say I'm exhausted.